Hello friend, welcome to my YouTube channel. I'm so glad you're here. Today I am diving into a cut file. This is the photo that we are using. This was from our trip to Mexico. This is our buddy, me, Thomas, my husband, and our buddy Ryan, who lives in Mexico. And so we went to see him in his town, and this was the day that we took public transportation into Puerto Vallarta and into what's called Old Town. There is a beautiful beach and boardwalk area, and then the Puerto Vallarta sign that you see so many people doing. There was this huge long line to go stand where those people are standing, and I was like, you know what? I don't really care. So we just busted our own photo out, and here we are. It was a gorgeous day on the beach. I wore my hat because I wanted to try to keep some of the sun off my face, and it was stunning. So I wanted to use this rainbow cut file. Love this cut file. Love it. It's so pretty. And I wanted to add in some papers to the cut file, but I really wanted this to be more of a grown-up take on the cut file. So I pulled out this old Stampin' Up collection that I really like. It's a tropical collection. And we are going to use some of the Stampin' Up papers kind of in this order to make our rainbow. So it'll be a little more of an adult version of the cut file. The cut file is by Cuts to You. I will have the links like I always do. And if I don't, y'all put a message in the comment, ma'am, where did you find that? So that you can get it too. So this cut file, I have already traced the pieces onto my papers. I'm going to cut them out the way that I've backed cut files, and I don't know if anyone else does it this way. I trace it lightly in pencil, and then I give myself a little bit of space around the cut, because if I do exactly, then it does more of an inlay, and while I don't mind that, it's not going to be perfect because I didn't go back and cut each of these pieces with the cut file. So if you've been following along, you know I have a very old silhouette. I do not have any of the new cutting devices, so it's been interesting. I did do some work with my machine to try to get cleaner cuts, and I think I have found the secret sauce. Did some research, did some looking back, did some hopping across the interwebs to solve my problem. And what I think it is I think that with my machine, I had it set at the wrong settings. So it was not giving me clean cuts, which was giving me the blues. This one cut beautifully, and this was the first one I cut after my extensive search and change of settings. So I really think that may have been it. It was definitely user error, not machine error. So if you are like me, you're an old dog trying to learn some of these new tricks, or you have an old dog machine that needs new tricks, trust me, it can be done. We can do it. We can do it. We can band together and we can help each other, and we can do it. So I am going to turn the mic off. I am going to speed up the video a little bit so that you can watch me back this cut file. And then I'll be back when we're ready to talk about putting everything together. This is where we are. See what I meant by more of a grown-up looking rainbow. I wanted it to be a rainbow. I wanted the colors to stand out. I wanted that to be pretty dominant in this layout, but I didn't want it to feel bubblegum 5-year-old. I wanted it to feel tropical and Puerto Vallarta and just all the happy things. So I did pull this brown to be my background. I wanted something neutral so that this would pop a little bit more. What I may do is come back in these clouds and add the blue into some of those. I wasn't sure, so I didn't do that while we were backing the cut file. I have, like I said, this was an old Stampin' Up collection, and I really like it. Actually, it's one of the few collections that I didn't totally get rid of. I do still have the stamp sets that go with it and what's left of the pattern paper, which is some of my favorite. It's kind of got a little bit of a vintage vibe to it. So I think what I may do is go ahead and back these two with the blue so that they pop out a little bit more. I am going to leave the white. Then we have the photo that I want to address. It has so many amazing colors in it that I printed it with a white border. Kind of gives it the same feel as the layout. But I do think I want to go ahead and back it on some pattern paper. And so I think I may do some green. I do like this blue. It's kind of flipping through my stack. I'm not sure that that's not the last piece of the blue. So, I don't know. We will figure this out. It will be okay. I do have, I'm not sure where it went. I do have this one that we used to kind of be the blue in our rainbow. That would be really pretty, because it would just give that pop of the color. That may be the direction we go, and then use the blue for the clouds. So I am going to turn the mic off, fast forward us, commit, get these clouds in, get my photo. I love this. I love where it's going. The vision in my head and what I saw is what's happening. I am going to come back once this glue is dry with my eraser and clean up those lines. They didn't line up perfectly. But I will say real quick, backing a cut file is super easy. It is not this, it's not as scary as it seems. So if you have never done this with a cut file, I issue you a challenge today. I challenge you to try it. If you don't want to try something this ornate, find a title, put a few letters in. That's super, super easy. All right, turning the mic off, fast forwarding, we'll be back. Okay, let's talk about it. The camera shifted a little bit. Sorry about that, guys. All right, let's talk about it. It's done. I love it. I am not going to put a big title on this one. I think I'm just going to leave it with the Scrap and Happy Studio flair. Dreams can be found at the end of a rainbow. And we definitely love our trips to Mexico to see our buddy. So yeah, I think that's kind of perfect. So as you saw, I sprinkled sequins. That is an old card maker trick. It's one of the things that I really like to do on my cards. I feel like that it gives it a more organic flow. Uh-oh, I don't think that one's stuck down. It's not. I think that that gives it a more organic flow when you drop things. It definitely, you kind of get what you get, and then you can move things around. I mean, I shifted some that I thought were maybe not in the best spot. But it does give you a really good idea of, you know, just, and there's another one, of some drops. Just dropping it and letting it go. I went with more of an iridescent sequin, so they don't, you know, necessarily scream, here we are, but they are here. And I like it. I like it a lot. We're going to add this one down here. Maybe. Right there. All right. So I usually count and see if I have an odd number. And, oh, there's another one. Look at that. Y'all, they're hiding because they're iridescent. So I am going to leave this one kind of in this area. But that is an old card maker's trick, to drop them and get them to spread out. It really does kind of give more of an organic look than me going boop, 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 right into the spots. Alrighty, let me lift this up so you can see it closer. Again, I'm using a very old Stampin' Up collection. A Cuts to You cut file. This rainbow is gorgeous. I love how this turned out. I love how this turned out. I am so excited that you stuck with me through this journey of making this more adult rainbow. There is nothing wrong with the others. Honestly, I love them. But I did want something a little more tropical, a little more on theme with the fact that we were in Puerto Vallarta. And that it's adults. And so I didn't want bright bubblegum colors. I wanted something that really fit the mood. And I feel like this does it. It gives me a beautiful rainbow. I just love it. So my friends, thank you so much for being here with me. Please make sure that you like that video and that you become one of my subscribers. I would love to have you as a subscriber to my channel. YouTube lets all of the subscribers know when I put new videos up. I try to do 2 to 3 a week, so that we keep that creativity flowing. I will have still shots to follow this. Until next time, my friend, go make some memories. Bye-bye.